Hi there, this is Lisa, the Quilt Wizard. In today's video, I want to show you a really cool feature using marking tool and PatternCAD. I'm custom quilting this Tilda dresses quilt. There's a different design in each dress. You can see some of them here. The fabric is really busy and it's hard to see. In this particular block, I want to do some wavy lines in the top of this dress. Now I could free motion quilt that and it would be pretty easy to do, but you all know me and I am all about pushing the envelope with QuiltPath. So I'm going to show you how you can create your own design using QuiltPath for this particular shape. This dress top is an odd shape. It's not, a triangle or a square or anything like that. So how are we going to create that in QuiltPath? So first I'm going to open Select and Sew. And Select and Sew, you will recall, you always have to choose a block. Even though I'm going to create something, I just need to choose something. So I'm just going to choose the center that I have highlighted here, and it's going to bring it in. I'm not actually going to quilt this, so I'm going to place it out of my way. First I'm going to make it really small, so like a 2-inch. And then I'm going to move my machine over to one side and just place that pattern out of the way. So I'm going to place it here so it's not right in the middle of my screen. Okay, we're not going to stitch that out, so we're not going to worry about it. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to open Toolbox and I'm going to select Marking Tool. Now you all know how much I love marking tools, so here's just another cool thing we can do with marking tools. Now I'm going to go around the top of the dress and place points. And here you can see I've gone all the way around the top of that dress, all the way around the outline of the dress and placed points, and I have that shape on my screen. Now I'm going to close out of Select and Sew, and I'm going to open PatternCAD. So right now we don't see anything on our screen, but if we go over here to this little checkbox on the lower left hand side of the screen and check where it says Safe Area, watch what happens. It brought in my safe area, which is the red lines, but it also brought in my markings from Marking Tool. And that right there is where we can go ahead and create our pattern, our wavy lines, or whatever we want to do within those boundaries. So now I'm going to draw my pattern. I'm selecting Draw and I'm going to use Spline, and then I'm going to go start putting points in here. So here I've got all my points, and next I will edit this design to create my wavy line. So I'm going to select Edit, and I'm going to start, let's just start with this one over here. So since this is a spline, I edited the 2 endpoints of that section, and then I get these 2 boxes, and then I can drag these boxes until I get the wave or whatever that I want in my line. And I will continue on, so I will unselect all, and then let's go to, say, this one here. I'm going to take that box and I'm going to create a nice wave there, unselect, select this one, and I will continue like this all the way around my design until I get it exactly how I want it. So now I'm happy with my design. I'm going to go ahead and save it and give it a name. I saved it in my custom folder. I just call it Puff Sleeve Wavy, and I'm going to go ahead and save it. And now I'm going to close out of PatternCAD and open Select and Sew, and I'm going to go find that Puff Sleeve Wavy that I just created and open it. When I brought my pattern in, it brought it in at this 23.47 wide. That's because there's no way to really size something in PatternCAD. So we're going to size it right here in 1 point. Remember that 1 point is the only placement method where you can actually resize something. At this point, I could use a tape measure and actually measure how wide this is, or I can use the QuiltPath measuring tool. In Toolbox and go to Ruler and then we are going to figure out how wide this is. So my start point is going to be, the width of this is going to be right out here at the widest point of this piece of the pattern. So I'm going to click on start point here. Okay, and then I'm going to move over to the other widest point over here, and I'm going to click on end point, and that tells me that that is 7.417. So now I'm going to go back to my placement. I'm going to change my width to 7.41 there, and now I can place my point start point. I moved my needle over to about where I think it needs to start, and then I clicked on my screen, and then I can adjust it accordingly by moving my needle where it needs to be. This is important. If you want to use this again, you're going to want to save it so it saves this size. So go up to save, and you can save right over the top of the other one. So I'm going to save puff sleeve wavy, and I'm going to click on save. It says it exists. Would you like to overwrite it? And I said yes. Now I can use that pattern over and over in my quilt. And there it is, all stitched out. Looks great and ready to go on to the next one. So there you go, just another fun thing to do with Quilt Path. As always, happy quilting.